What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report Weekly News Briefing. It is Sunday, June the 1st, 2014. Welcome to June. Sorry the report is a little late. Usually it'll come out on Saturday. Unless I'm busy, then we'll push it to Sunday. But welcome to June. Nonetheless, I'm going to give you all the links I've collected over the past week. First link below will take you over to the Blogspot. That's where you can find all of this madness. First of all, let's go back in time a minute. Police arrest dozens during Memorial Day ruckus by the beach. This is from CBS Miami. Those awkward moments when you actually say, go police state, frickin' scumbags trying to screw up Memorial Day. It is what it is. Meanwhile, we lost an activist, Maya Angelou. She was from St. Louis. I remember the fire department lowered all flags to half-mast in her memory. Scanning the internet, people have mixed feelings about this person. However, I don't think she deserves this. Westboro Baptist Church plans to picket Maya Angelou's funeral. These frickin' scumbags. I'll put a link. It is what it is. Meanwhile, up in Chicago, Willis Tower cracks frightened tourists, but officials say no one was in danger. Anybody who's ever been to Chicago, or if you've seen videos on YouTube of the Willis Tower, the glass platforms, apparently one of them cracked. How'd you like to be standing on that thing when that happened? I'll put a link to the article. One missing after explosion sparks fire off oil tanker off Japanese coast. When did this come out? May 29. Not sure what's up with that. Big fire, though. Check out the pictures. Oil tanker. Boom. There it goes. Raw satellite data from MH370 to be released. This was released. I don't think anything came out of that. In fact, the next link will be to this. Navy official says pings not thought to be from MH370 black boxes. So all these pings they supposedly found in this one part of the ocean off the, off the Indian Ocean or somewhere over there, turns out probably not. So this plane is officially still missing. No one has checked Diego Garcia. My theory is, one of my theories is, one of the Inside Edition picked up my theory, was that it might have been hit by an EMP and just simply fell out of the sky since we apparently lost all communications. I don't know. Is this plane going to show up later to be used in a false flag? Where are the people that were on this plane? Still a mystery. I'll put a link to this story, though. Speaking of airplanes, we've got FAA investigates another close call between planes. This is out of Houston, I believe, via Hawaii News Now. More close calls. In fact, here's another one. Officials investigating near miss between Alaska Airlines carrying 148 people and a cargo plane. Air traffic control. What the hell is your problem? All these in recent days, all these near misses. Or as George Carlin would call it, a near hit. What else we got going on here? From the Washington Post, Jay Carney steps down as White House press secretary. Really? Is he going underground, or is he just tired of lying to people? I say bring back Ari Fletcher. He was a really good liar. Meanwhile, be advised that you drive a Ford. Ford recalls 1 million SUVs. 1 million Ford SUVs being recalled. Be advised. Put a link to that. Parent volunteer arrested after hammer attack on 9-year-old student. Where did this happen? Oakland, California. Parents are attacking students with hammers. I say ban hammers. They're obviously hurting people. In fact, I got this one more from Ammo Land. The FBI says more people have been killed with fists and hammers than rifles and shotguns. This came out May 29. Be advised. Over to financial news. How the Dow Jones Industrial Average did on Friday. The Dow was up 18 points to close at 16,717.17. Wow, 717. All right, Dow's near its all-time high. What else is new? Meanwhile, George Soros sells all shares of Citigroup, Bank of America, and J.P. Morgan. Does he know something? This from We Are Change come out May 24. What else we got in the financial bin? U.S. food inflation running at 22%. Have you been to the supermarket lately? I have. Food is nuts. Put a link to this from Breitbart. Meanwhile, the VA cuts D-Day veterans benefits to $6 a month. It was just, wasn't it great, all the speeches our president gave on Memorial Day? Oh, he cares about, oh, he's so passionate about, he doesn't give a crap. $6 a month. I'll put a link to this from Fox News Politics. Federal workers owe IRS $3 billion in unpaid taxes. This from Hawaii News Now. Will they ever pay? Probably not. In fact, they're going to get bonuses to help them pay, I believe. I reported on that already, though. Meanwhile, Corbett proclaims protection right. Now check this out. Protection of forest and parks while expanding gas drilling under them. We're going to protect. Of course, this wasn't the case this is more solar farms but just as an example, we're going to protect the endangered desert tortoise. We're going to protect these forests and parks, but we're going to drill under them. We're going to frack them for gases. Yeah, it's all about protection, right? Bull crap, it's all about profits. Anyway, Let's see. Australia to audit gold reserves at Bank of England. This came out May 26th. Put a link to that. Not sure what's up with that. Nestle to pay $1.4 billion for skincare sales rights. We have Nestle. We have a food company buying skincare sales rights. They're getting into the pharmaceutical industry. Well, why not? It's all about controlling the food. It's all about controlling the pharmaceuticals. Just more consolidation of the big ups. I got a couple more in the financial bin. Iran. Shout out to Iran. You heard me right. Iran hangs key figure in banking scandal. Sweet. This from the Washington Post. Got one more. Reward offered for missing South Korean ferry owner. Where did he go? Over to New World Order and Police State News now. Baby critically burned during SWAT raid. Stun grenade thrown into his crib. Now, I'm not trying to defend these parents. I'm not saying that they weren't drug-dealing scumbags, whatever. Maybe it's better for the child to be removed from the environment. But is this the way you want to go about it? Pull up the link and take a look at the kid's face. Is that necessary? I'll put a link to it. I'm not sure where it happened. It really doesn't matter. Cop shoots at teen couple after finding them kissing in a car. Not sure where this happened either. Somewhere in the United States. What else is new? Let's see. NYPD prepares to use drones as CA license plate readers stir controversy. More of the same. Drones going in the air, license plate readers everywhere. It's all for your own safety. Washington Post has this. Smart pills. Smart pills with chips and cameras and robotic parts raise legal and ethical questions. Smart pills. Foreign troops practice training in practice invading Tampa, Florida. This special report from InfoWars. More military training going on, be advised. Speaking of Florida, we got Jacksonville implements Orwellian police state going to 18,000 homes looking for drugs and guns. People don't see what's going on right in front of their face. Rahm Emanuel ordinance would require videotaping of gun sales. This is going on up in Chicago. One of the cities in America with the most stringent gun rules, the highest violent rate in America. How's that gun control working out for you, Chicago? From the Washington Times, Diane Frankenstein jumps on California shooting to slam NRA. Shame on us. California, another state with some of the most stringent gun laws, and Diane Frankenstein at the helm. I'll put a link to the article. Ventura County, speaking of California, Ventura County Sheriff's Department could be first in the state to use drones. It's all being done for your own safety. From Hawaii News Now, signatures rejected in Maui anti-GMO ballot effort. You mean these slaves want to know that there's poisons in their food? They want us to put that on the label? We can't have that. Meanwhile, Ted Cruz says Democratic senators want to repeal the First Amendment. I'll put a link to it from CNS News. Yahoo News has this. In Juwana-ruled Thailand, if I'm saying that right, reading is now considered resistance. Reading is now resistance in Thailand. Go figure. Can't have the slaves knowing what's really going on. Google unveils fully autonomous hands-free prototype car. Now, on the surface, the tech heads might say, well, okay, self-driving car. But the next link I'm going to give to you from Wired, self-driving cars will turn surveillance woes into mainstream worry. Let them track you. Let them drive you around. In fact, tell them where you're going. CU study says diet beverages are better for losing weight than water. Really? This is from CBS Denver. But they don't tell you about all the poisons in the diet soda. Speaking of that, 30% of world's population is now fat. No country is immune. Now, maybe this is due to people just being fat and lazy and not wanting to do anything because they all have their smartphones in their face. Or is it partially also due to the fact that all of the people on the planet are being poisoned by the food companies? Unless you go all organic, take a look at what's in your foods. I'll put a link to it. Over to World War III news. Ukraine military helicopter shot down, leaving 14 troops and general dead. This came out May 29. Meanwhile, Obama to cut troops says Afghanistan will not be a perfect place. That's so nice of you, Obama. White House scrambles to contain damage after outing CIA chief in Afghanistan. Oops. Put a link to this from Fox News. Meanwhile, the military is The military is building brain chips to treat PTSD. Brain chips to treat PTSD. You want to treat PTSD? End all these bullshit wars and bring our troops home. Crap. Obama Intel chief lied to Congress about Muslim Brotherhood connections. What else is new? This came out May 20. And we got this interesting article from Last Resistance. Sheikh Obama tells Islamists the United States is willing to surrender. Just an interesting article here. I think it is an older one. But, you know, for those of you who don't know, I'll put a link to it. Over to Earth Changes in 2012 news, and I'm sorry I'm getting so wound up. It's just, you know, brain chips to treat PTSD while we have a surveillance state, while they're trying to take the guns, while Obama tries to act like he cares about the military while constantly screwing them over. I feel like the guy at the beginning of the movie Ghostbusters. I'll tell you what the effect is. It's pissing me off! 9 News has this: 3 missing in Mesa County mudslide. ID'd mudslide in Mesa County. 6.4 magnitude strikes Greece, with tremors felt as far away as Jordan. Pretty big quake we had there. Lake Superior could have ice into June. Ice into June. This from my Fox 9 local. Put a link to it. Meanwhile, Lake Powell less than half full. You can see the impacts from space. Craziness going on with this, with the earth changes. Oil workers film tornado in North Dakota. Check out BBC News US and Canada. They got video on that. That's almost looks like Photoshop. That's craziness. I know it's not Photoshop. We got a sinkhole. Sinkhole near Legoland, still growing. Not quite sure. This is in Florida. I also saw there was a sinkhole inside a supermarket, if I'm not mistaken. Or was that the parking lot of the supermarket? That video is in my favorites if you want to check that out. More sinkholes, more crustal displacement going on. I don't know, or is it due to fracking and drilling and all the other great things humans are doing on this planet? Fish deaths, the mystery in Lake Medacano, if I'm saying that right. Where is this? Not sure where that is anymore. More fish deaths. Meanwhile, got one from Y News now. More whales being hit by ships along the east coast of the United States. That whale has no right to live. We got somewhere to be. Humans are so great. Soyuz set to launch this afternoon with American astronaut. This was May 28th. New crew being sent to the ISS, be advised. Meanwhile, Japan, check this out. Japan launches satellite to monitor damage from natural disasters. Or is it a spy satellite? I don't know. I'll put a link to it. Got a couple more. SpaceX expected to unveil manned Dragon spaceship on May 29th. I assume this already happened. This came out May 22nd. Sorry for the late link. Meanwhile, 4 boats. Check this out. 4 boats that washed ashore in Washington may be Japanese tsunami debris. Do not go near them. Pull out the Geiger counter. Over to strange and bizarre news. Got a bunch of it this week. Naked man playing violin at courthouse jailed. This happened in Portland, Oregon. Naked man playing a violin at the courthouse. Not too smart, are you? Norway artist cooked and ate his own hip on a whim. Ate his own hip. Meanwhile, pedestrian hit by flying buzzsaw in New York. Buzzsaw doom in Manhattan. Put a link to it from Metro. Students at Utah school upset to discover yearbook photos were altered before publication. Apparently they were showing too much skin. I don't think they were. They were just taking... How dare this school alter, Photoshop the pictures because they think there's too much skin? What? What the hell's happening to this country? This Fox 13 local scientists report finding reliable way to teleport data. Teleport data. Be careful because that didn't work out too well in The Fly. I'll put a link to it. I got a couple more. Ancient texts being sent to the moon. In case us humans destroy ourselves, we want to put proof of something on the moon. Put a link to it. And, did you know this? I did not know this. Thank you to whoever it was sent me this message earlier this week. Suzanne Collins, the writer of the movie Hunger Games. Do you know where she lives? She lives in Sandy Hook. I did not know that. Maybe everybody knew that. Maybe it's something I overlooked. But isn't it ironic? We just had this supposed shooting out in California where one of the directors or producers of Hunger Games, his son goes on a rampage. The writer of Hunger Games lives in Sandy Hook. I'll put a link to the Wikipedia page. You can check it out for yourself. Very strange. For all other news, please check my favorite videos. I have favorited tons of video over the past week. At least pull it up and scan over the titles. A lot of stuff over there I didn't talk about. Thank you to everybody who puts out content. You guys rock. Got a few shout-outs this week. Shout out to Solar Freakin Roadways. Have you heard about Solar Freakin Roadways? I'm going to put a link to their Indiegogo page. Apparently they've reached their goal. They don't need any more money. I hope this thing gets off the ground. You want to scroll down and watch the second video. I'm not going to tell you what they are. If you've heard about them, then you know what they are. If not, you really want to check out that second video. Talk about solving a lot of our problems. I say we do that. Shout out to Growing Gun Trend, More Grandmothers Packing Heat. Shout out to Grandmothers Packing Heat. I'll put this link from Fox Cleveland. From Hawaii News Now, shout out to officers who push Vietnam vet on broken scooter 2 miles home. I thought that was really cool. They got a video on that. Shout out to the pedestrian. Check this out. Firefighters had to abruptly leave Costco for an emergency call. When they got back, this note was waiting for them. Someone paid for their cart full of groceries. Apparently an Air Force wife left a note, said, "Firefighters, thanks for being there for us. Have a great week." From an Air Force wife. I thought that was awesome. Shout out to her. Shout out to Patriots carry guns in opposition towards the BLM. Shout out to my friends in Texas who are holding the line at the Red River. I'll put this link from Oklahoma's own Channel 6. Also, I will include a video from TheShowmebby, 2.5 minutes long. He's down there holding the line at the Red River. Right on, Matt. You rock, man. I will definitely put a link to his video. Check it out for sure. That's all I got for this week, guys. If you like the report, please give me a thumbs up and a +1. And share it, pass it around. I really appreciate it. Helps it move around. Get the word out. You can also follow me on Google+, Facebook, and Twitter for live show alerts, breaking news alerts, new upload alerts, because people tell me they sub me, they don't get my videos. Follow me there, you'll always get them. That's all I got. Another week of pure just insanity. How do you recap it? I don't know. But you guys take care, stay safe. I will see you on the next one.